I am going to call this public hearing to order. I am Councilman Mictum. With me is Councilman Rossetti, Councilman Sanchez. Before I had Councilman LeBron, but I've lost him. We have a few folks I think who will hopefully trickle in from the OMBGA committee meeting, but we are going to get started. As always, this is an opportunity for members of the public who have signed up to speak on specific issues. Today, those issues are these. There are two of them. One is Mayor Bronin with accompanying resolution to authorize the city to enter into a new lease for approximately 1,618 square feet of office space located on the second floor of 175 Main Street with the Hispanic Health Council Foundation Incorporated to house the Women, Infants, and Children program for a term of 3 years with 2 one-year extension options. So we can call that the WIC issue if you want to speak on that. And the other is an ordinance amending Chapter 28, Article 9 of the Municipal Code of Hartford to align the Standing Building Committee for School Building Projects with state law, specifically Special Act 01-7. So we'll call that the School Building Committee issue. So all of the listed speakers will get 5 minutes to speak. Just let us know what issue, if the WIC issue or the building committee issue or both, and I will let you know when your time is up. And then when I'm done, if anyone else has come in who wants to speak, I will again ask if anyone else wants to speak, just speak up and let me know, and we will give you a chance to speak as well. The rules are, and I don't have the little list in front of me, but no personal insults, no foul language, and if you do that, the council can vote to kick you out, but I trust you'll all be well behaved. Council members can ask questions of the speakers, but not debate with them. And so with that, I'm going to go down the list in the order I have it. Our first speaker is Stan Mccauley. And I'll ask everyone to say your name, your organizational affiliation, if you speak on behalf of an organization, and the street where you live in Hartford, if in fact you live in Hartford. So, Mr. Mccauley, I pass it to you.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. You can hear me, I trust?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay. My name is James Stanley Mccauley. I live at 77 Wadsworth Street in Hartford, Connecticut, the greatest city on earth, New England's rising star. And I am here representing the Greater Hartford African American Alliance. And I'm speaking in favor of the issue around the school building committee. I do have a couple of caveats, however, as has been voted on by the membership of the Alliance. And there are 4 points, and I'll just go over those 4 points. Point 1 is that the seat should be the seat should be from a representative of a Hartford minority organization. Point 2, that the seat should be a City of Hartford taxpayer. Point 3, that the person should have construction experience. And point 4, that the person should not have any financial ties to contractor or any entity associated with the school building construction. So those are the 4 issues that our membership thought was of concern, but we're speaking in favor of the that completes my my comments.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mccauley. You came in way under time. And I will now go on to the next person on our list, who is Colin Dawkins. There's Councilman LeBron, by the way. Mr. Dawkins, I see you here. Will you speak up so I know you're with us?
How you doing?
All right, you have the floor.
Thank you guys for having this meeting, and thank you guys from the City Council to actually sit down and listen to some of these conversations. I am for someone taking the seat from the school conservative committee as far as what Stan Mccauley says. We do agree with that portion of it, that it should be someone that has construction knowledge that actually take this seat. Um, I've been the chair of the Minority Contract Council for probably over 10 years and been a part of MCC for about 20 something years. And right now, I just don't see it fit for anyone from that side of the town to be on that board. One reason why I feel that way is that the city of Hartford for the last 4 years or 5 years have actually just put black and brown contractors on a different level from the city of Hartford, where we don't really matter no more. And my question to the city is that if Hartford-based contractors do not have any room or area to play in the city of Hartford, we're trying to find out. So at least if that's the case, we can actually take our business and move to a different town. And I'm not saying that with a bad thing, because I love the city of Hartford. I grew up in the city of Hartford. I lost a lot of friends in the city of Hartford. So I just feel like there's certain things that's been going on in the city for a few years where contractors in the city of Hartford has been second to none. So I would like to see if you guys can fix that. And also, Casca Mia has sent, or Casca Diamante has sent down a piece of paper from the state saying that we cannot have preference on the schools no more. But there was a recording that we had with the African American Alliance where Casca Diamante came in and he said, no, I'm sorry, in a sense. No, you guys can do preference on the set aside package at Buckley High School. So I would like you guys to actually listen to that recording if you can. I can get it to you, but he did say that we can have preference on the schools in Hartford. So I would like you guys to actually think about that. And with all the work that's coming down from the state, all the money that's coming from the state, in a sense, the city and everybody's deciding that because this is state dollars, we cannot have preference in Hartford. So just trying to find out what is good for us in Hartford. And if it's not, then we need to know. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dawkins. And if you do want to send that to me, I can make sure the whole council hears it. Yeah. However, I mean, I'm not sure what format you have that in, but Joshua.
It's a recording that he came to the African American Alliance. I'm pretty sure Mr. Stan Mccauley can actually get that to you guys, but he did saying that it is right that the city of Hartford can have preference on the set aside packages for Hartford-based business.
All right. Well, I'll connect with Stan and make sure that all of the council gets to hear that. And thank you for taking your time and sharing your comments with us. Next on the list, we have Anna Dawkins. So, Ms. Dawkins, you appear here as Zoom user, but I know it's you. If you want to speak up, so I know you're hearing me, I will give you the floor.
Well, it's okay. I think
she stepped away.
I'm trying.
I think I saw that she said she had problems with her audio. Is that on the chat?
Yes, she has a problem, but it's she'll be fine.
All right. Well, and if she wants to log out and log back in, at the end when I make the last call, if she does want to speak up, she'll have a shot. So we'll just skip to the next person for now, and then we'll come back to her if she wants to came back to.
All right, thank you.
So after Ms. Dawkins is Melvin Colon, who I know is here and has audio is working. So Melvin, I give you the floor.
Hi, do I sound normal or do I sound robotic? Good, thank you. Melvin Colon, I'm the chair of the Hartford School Building Committee since 2018, and I'm a resident of Hartford at 290 Grandview Terrace. I've been a resident of Hartford since 2012. Generally, I support the changes to Chapter 28, Article 9 of the Municipal Code regarding the composition of the School Building Committee. I support in principle that the committee should include a person with professional experience in managing large-scale construction projects. I don't have an opinion regarding how that person should be selected. I should note that in practice, under the current composition, The complement of members from the Board of Education has been filled, while we only have had one member representing the Court of Common Council for most of my tenure as chair, if not for all of my tenure as chair. At least one potential city council position has been vacant throughout my tenure. In terms of representation from specifically the Minority Contractors Council, while I recognize that historically people of color have been excluded from the construction trades, I feel that we have a sturdy system and structure in place to ensure participation by minority and women-owned businesses in school construction projects, and to ensure that the labor force represents a diverse population of the city of Hartford. We build safeguards into the process of contractor selection to ensure that the city's targets will be met. When we open a project for bidding, we hold regular meetings to discuss bid packages in order to provide opportunities for smaller contractors to bid. We review each set-aside bid package to ensure we have sufficient bids by minority and women-owned businesses. Ultimately, the construction manager selects the subs within the strict parameters that we set, but we build protections to make sure we hit our targets. We provide opportunities for minority and women-owned business owners to voice their grievances if they feel they have been treated unfairly in the process. I don't feel it's necessary or appropriate to include a particular advocacy interest group in the formal composition of the school building committee. I don't see what is to be gained by doing so. I fear it may affect the efforts to maintain objectivity in our process. And I also fear that this may open the door for other for other interest advocacy groups to ask for inclusion. We can achieve the same ends of representation without naming a particular interest group in this ordinance. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Colon, for sharing with us your comments. And now I will go to the next person on the list, which is Jennifer Little Greer. I see she is here. So, Ms. Little Greer, you have the floor.
Good evening. My name is Jennifer Little Greer. I am the Executive Director for the Minority Construction Council. My office is we're located at 151 New Park Avenue in Hartford. We are in favor of the language recommended change. Can you hear me? Okay, we are in favor, or I am in favor, and our organization is in favor of this change. We represent 53 Hartford-based contractors throughout the city of Hartford, and having someone from the Minority Construction Council who is in construction and who knows construction would be very beneficial to ensure that opportunities for minority contractors, our black and brown contractors and women have an opportunity to bid on the set aside work and to have a program that is inclusive to them. So that is what we're looking for, to make sure that we have a seat so that the voice can be heard and that someone who has the knowledge of construction is represented on the Hartford Building School Committee. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I think that brings us to the last person I have on the list is Mr. Bernard Thomas, who I see is also here. So, Mr. Thomas, you have the floor.
Good evening. My name is Bernard Thomas. I am the board chair of the Minority Construction Council. My business office is at 175 Main Street. Not only have I always conducted business in Hartford over the last 20 years, I plan on doing so because I've always supported the city of Hartford for a city of which I love, and I think my time is worth being able to offer some of my treasure with. As far as understanding that the MCC has been a very, very important part of construction throughout the city over the years. In the beginning, when they were doing Agents Landing, they had a member from MCC who was not voting on, who was not doing any of the work, but just making sure that the process was fair. It always seems that we always have dealt with an unfair process. This is the first time with the MCC that the organization has the integrity and where people respect what has been going on over the last 5 years. You're not going to be able to please everybody, but it's the organization intent to be able to support the minority contractors that support the people and the people within the city of Hartford. The organization has grown, and more members are not being supported with projects in Hartford, and it's important that our organization is able to get a seat to be able to support the contractors that live in Hartford, that are working for Hartford and stuff like that. As far as the new leadership, it has not only grown respect of the community, but it has grown respect through the public. And I think that that is very important. We have helped put many individuals to work. We have given them the proper training for what they're needed. But what is needed to be up on this school building committee is individuals who have the proper knowledge in regards to construction, individuals that will support the little people, and individuals that will help individuals be able to grow and help Hartford grow. I feel that is a great opportunity for the city and also the school building committee to be able to have the MCC have a seat on that chair. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Thomas. That is the end of our listed speakers who signed up. If there is anyone else who would like to speak, Anna has said that she, because of technical difficulties, is just going to let the record reflect that she also basically aligns her comments with those of Colin Dawkins, and we thank her for making the college try on participating. And is there anyone else? Is there someone you want to speak? We see you as 301030. So if you want to speak, please tell us who you are and whether you represent an organization or just yourself. And if it's just yourself, where in Hartford you live.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
My name is Rollo Jones. I'm the owner of Capital Masonry. My office is 92 Western Street in Hartford. And I am an advocate for a minority to be put on this school committee. But I have issues and I have problems with it because I've been around this city and this organization, Greater Hartford Minority Council, and African Alliance. And over the years, the minority, small businesses in the Hartford area has never gotten a fair shake. And I understand, I'm listening to what you guys are saying, but I'm one from the old school, and I understand that we, as small and minority business that live in Hartford, that operates out of Hartford, and it's only fair. It's only fair for us to get a piece of the pie. The promises that have been made over the years through the contractors, through the CM, through the building committees, has not been fulfilled. Somebody need to understand the minority contractors. Some of you guys need to feel what the minority contractors are feeling. Some of you guys need to just walk in our shoes to see how we are being treated in these different organizations. That it comes into Hartford, takes the money out, Leave no money here. This is something I've been preaching for years. For years, I've been saying the same thing. The building committee and the city of Hartford need to step up to the plate and see what's going on here. We can have these conversations, which we've been having for the last 20 years, about minority participation in Hartford. Somewhere down the line, and some of you congressmen or whatever city officials should step back, take a look, feel what we are feeling. Everybody can't talk for us. And see, that's been the problem over the years. Everybody felt that they could talk for the minority contractor. They cannot do that. You can't do it, and half the people in that room can't do it. We have to be able to express ourselves. We have to be able to step up to the plate, and you guys gonna have to learn to respect the minority contractors, because we are tax-paying peoples, and basically most of the time we use the same trades and people that the majority contractors use. And we are tired of being a number. So at this particular time, maybe I'm sound like I'm wrong, but I'm just upset at this particular. I'm really upset of what's been going on with the school system, the building in the school system. I have lost tremendous amount of money build schools in the system, and had no way, nobody to go to help me get paid. And need to evaluate these programs and make sure that we are getting what we should. And I still say, and I'm not trying to be funny, some things need to be done and things need to be said at this particular time. Because like I said, I have lost a lot of money, and a lot of minority contractors have lost money. We have been robbed, we have been undercut, we have been browbeaten, and at that particular time, and our buying power is not as high as the big contractors. And stuff like this should be taken under consideration. You guys took the as Colin Dawkins was talking about, the pref. They took that away from us. That was one of the avenues that we could adjust to. We are tired of everything we worked hard for is taken away from us and given away. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And you came in at exactly 5 minutes, so I want to commend you on that. And I had earlier said that Anna Dawkins was simply going to align her position with what Colin Dawkins has said, but she had asked me if she could give her time to Mr. Dawkins, and I think given the technical difficulties, given how everyone is coming under time, there's no reason that I think it's fine. So Mr. Dawkins, if you want to add a few more words to fill in what she couldn't because of technical difficulties, you have the floor again.
Thank you. Again, I thank Rollo for what he says. It's in what Bernard says about somebody need to be on the board, but my thing is that it just has to be someone that we all can agree on. I would like to see that if the MCC does bring someone to the board, that we would like them to bring that person to the African American Alliance, the construction committee on board, for us to check that person to make sure that is right. Like I said, right now, I'm the one that hired Jennifer. So I just want everybody to understand that. So whatever Bernard says or anything like that, I was the one that hired Jennifer. My thing is right now is that Hartford is bringing in all contracts from all over the state of Connecticut, and they're getting certified in the city of Hartford. So when you're asking city council guys, when you guys are asking, is there minority contractors on a job? Yes, there are minority contractors on a job, but we are driving past these jobs going outside of Hartford looking for work. while minority companies are coming in. These developers are bringing their own minority contractors from outside of the city of Hartford and getting them certified. And one of the things I would also ask you to do, please, under construction portion of it for the schools, the larger contractors, the small minority contractors are protected underneath the set-aside packages. We are protected on the set-aside package. The part of the package that we are not protected on is the 80% where the larger contractor is have to sub out the work to a minority firm. That portion of it, the set-aside says we get paid within 7 days after the work is approved. When the larger firm got a contract, we get paid when they get paid. So if they take them 90 days or 100 days for them to get paid, that's how long the small minority contractor that has to work with the 80% contractor. So I need you guys to look into that a little bit more to see how these contracts can be protected, because they're going months without getting money in their pocket to keep the payroll going. So if you hear that minority companies are not doing well, those are some of the situation. And also the mayor says that he's going to open up the 80% to the DAS list. I feel like that's not a good suggestion, because if you already have all these minority companies that are already pre-qualify, I think that the city should make all the larger contractors go through that list before they go to the DAS. So I will, hopefully you guys can look into those kind of things, and also all the money that are coming through quasi agencies. We need to figure out how Hartford-based business can get a piece of the pie out of those. And like I said, some of us need to know if there's something for us in Hartford or if there's not, because we can actually pay rent or buy a building cheaper outside of the city of Hartford. We do want to stay in the city of Hartford, but it seemed like there's nothing here for us. That's it. Thanks.
All right, thank you, sir, for filling in for Ms. Dawkins. And I will just one last time put out the call. I don't see anyone else who hasn't spoken, so I think that's it. And so I thank all of you for your participation. Thank you to the council members who were able to join. And we are adjourned. Have a lovely evening, one and all.
Thank you, everyone.